What's up, guys? And finally, I'll be reviewing Voyage, this insane world-class gravity group Woody, and in this video, I'll be giving you guys my full in-depth thoughts on it. So, to start out with the stats, it is 163 feet tall, very good for a wooden coaster overall. It looks very big, but it's also 67 miles per hour, again, very good. It has no inversions, even though it's a gravity group coaster. And finally, it has a super long track length at 6,442 feet long, and it is an out and back layout, so you can't see the far out part of the ride, but because it is hidden in the woods on the back. This ride actually sits on a hill, so when you're going out, when you're going after the drop, you are going up the hill. That's why you do lose a little speed on the way back, but you are when you're going back down, you are absolutely flying. This ride is absolutely made up of airtime hills and the banks, which are fantastic. The airtime on Voyage also is insane. There is so much of it, and also this coaster actually was a little rough, but again, it's a wooden coaster. But also, lots of these gravity group coasters are a little rough, but it's definitely not bad on this coaster. But anyways, I actually want to go over my experience with this ride. I have had multiple attempts to ride it, and most of them, it was closed. So let's start out. Back in 2017, we went to Holiday World for like a whole day, and it was closed because they were working on the track from what it looked like. So obviously, I was very frustrated. So that led to us over like this past summer taking a trip back to Holiday World to ride it, and we first went near the end of the day. It did rain a lot, so that led to Voyage being closed for the whole night, which I was like, I cannot get in this ride. But we speak to the workers and told them what happened and all of our past history with Voyage, so they actually gave us 50% tickets on the next day so we could ride Voyage. They also gave us 3 skip the line passes, so we went the next day and we were like, it was running. And finally I rode it once in the front, once in the back, which actually my second ride was the last ride before it closed for the nearby weather, so I actually only rode it twice, but at least I got 2 rides on it, in the front and the back, which from what I remember, I think I like the front better than the back, because the back is a little rougher and the front is probably better. They were also running 2 trains, so that sped up the riders and allowed us to get 2 rides. So the trains are PTC trains. I think this coaster could use some other trains. They are okay, but definitely Timberliner trains would benefit Voyage a lot because they are more comfortable, and it would make it a better ride experience. They may actually even make Voyage even smoother, which would be beneficial. But anyways, walking up to this coaster, it looks massive, even though it's only 163 feet tall, probably because of all the wood, but mostly wooden coasters aren't really that tall. And it also has some great picture spots. There's also the flags at the top of the lift hill structure that really does look fantastic. Now, it is located in the Thanksgiving area, so that's why it is called Voyage, because it's like you're voyaging on the Mayflower, so it's kind of that theme. The theme is pretty light. The only theming is the name, of course, and there's also like these steering wheels in the station, which is it's okay. That really is about it for the theming. I mean, I think this ride definitely would have been better if it had a little bit more of a theme. I mean, the thing with voyaging on the Mayflower definitely is a great theme. But now let's look at the ride. It's super long, and it feels like it does go on forever, and it's an out and back with some cool tunnels and turnarounds. The pacing on Voyage is unbelievable. You will never let up speed. I mean, you are absolutely flying through the woods the whole ride. I can't imagine how good a night ride would be on it, especially trimless at night would be unbelievable. Like people have said, they've ridden it and they like that. But now let's go through the whole ride element by element. So of course, you'll leave the station and dip down into the lift hill that gives great views of the surrounding area. But then at the top, you will descend down the drop. That's only 66 degrees. It's not the best drop out there, but it's definitely better in the back. It is solid. But then you'll go back up into the first massive airtime hill that has some okay airtime, but most of that insane airtime will come later in the ride. But it also interacts with Thunderbird by going under it, which is a little nice effect. Then is your second big airtime hill ride for that. These definitely do deliver floater airtime, not ejector, of course, but it is tilted sideways on the second one, which is pretty cool. But then you'll go back down into the first of many tunnels. But then it's definitely more of an ejector airtime hill. That's good. And then one more of the bigger airtime hills. It's definitely more scaled down than the other ones. Then you will voyage into the back section that's filled with great bank turns and laterals. But first up is this turn that goes from one direction to the other. Out of all the elements in the back, these are definitely great. They're really speedy back-to-back maneuvers. But then you'll pop back down and go through this turn that's solid, and then you'll pop back up into another airtime ejector hill, then another one into back into another solid turn. This one is more compact and steeper. It goes right by you coming out of the tunnel, but then it'll go into another wide turn, then you'll go up into another tunnel, then up into the mid-course brake run. It does slow you down a little bit, which is fine, but then you'll travel into my favorite element on this ride. This is the triple down. Well, all of it, you're doing it in the hill in the tunnel, so you're doing that quad down in the darkness. It is insane. The airtime is fantastic. You fly out of your seat at the bottom of it. You actually are parallel to the other track at the very bottom, going the other way, but from now you can notice it'll be getting faster and faster because you're going down back to the hill. Then is 2 back-to-back airtime hills, then another twist in the air, and then you'll go to the other side of the track, like on the other side of the track going the other way, and these ejector airtime hills, you're flying through them. The quad down and these 3 elements definitely is the best part of the ride. Then you will curve to your left to go back under the structure and through another steep turn that is awesome. You'll twist back around, go right by the station, which is a great picture spot, and go through another of many great tunnels. It's like you dive right by the station. It actually may be the best tunnel on Voyage, so quickly you are back on the other side of the station, and then you'll go back up and down through the under the walkway, which is super fun, and then you'll finally turn around and pop up into the brakes. After that ride, you're like, did that just happen? It really is a Voyage. It is crazy, and just like you just want to jump back in line and ride it again. For what it gets for its overall score, it definitely deserves a perfect 10. It was definitely as good as I expected it to be. It was relentless from start to finish. Gravity Group hit it out with the park on this coaster. So tell me what you guys think about Voyage Holiday World in the comments, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified when I post a new video. It helps a lot, and see ya.